Hi everyone, welcome back to Smart Learners. Today the topic for discussion is the assignment problem, in which there is a special case called as the traveling salesman problem. I have already done a video on assignment problem which I'll link it down below in the description box. Please do go check that out to have a better idea of assignment problem. So let's get started with the assignment problem, the traveling salesman problem. The traveling salesman problem. Assuming a salesman has to visit n cities, he wishes to start from a particular city, visits each city once and then returns to its starting point. The objective is to select the sequence in which the cities are visited in such a way that its total traveling time is minimized. Here, to visit two cities, that is A and B, there is no choice. To visit three cities, we have two possible routes. To visit 4 cities, 3 possible routes are present. So in general, to visit n cities, there are n minus 1 possible routes. So let's take an example now. A salesman has to visit 5 cities, that is A, B, C, D and E. The distance are given in 100 miles between the 5 cities, which are given in a metric form. If the salesman starts from city A and has to come back to a starting point, which route should he select so that the total distance traveled is minimum? So how to go ahead with the traveling salesman problem? So the traveling salesman problem is a special case of assignment problem. So the steps used to solve assignment problems are also used in travel salesman problem. The only difference arise only in the final allocation that we'll see in the last step. So to solve an assignment problem, I have already uploaded in video. You can go check that out. I'll link it in the description box below. Please go check it out. So let's get started with the traveling salesman problem, the step 1. So first what we are going to do, we are going to rewrite the entire matrix whatever is given, where the dashes are replaced by infinity. You can carry on with dashes itself, or you can also replace it with infinity. In some textbooks they replace the dashes with infinity. Let's go ahead with the row minimization. So from the previous matrix, we are going to go ahead with row minimization step. How we do row minimization? We are going to check each row, select the minimum element in that particular row and subtract that minimum element with every other element present in that particular row. Example, in the first row, the minimum element is said to be 4. So what we do? This will remain as dash or infinity. So going ahead with B. So what we do? 7 minus 4 will give you 3. 6 minus 4 will give you 2 and 8 minus 4 will give you 4 and 4 minus 4 will give you 0. Okay. This is our initial matrix which was given. So this is the matrix which we are obtaining after row minimization. What have we done? I have already explained you for the first row. I am going to explain for the second row as well. So what we have done in the second row, we are considering the least element. Which is the least element? Among 7, 8, 5, 6, 5 is the least element. So we are subtracting 5 with every other element present in that particular row. So what we did, 7 minus 5 will give us 2. Dash, you're going to retain it as it is. And what we did, 8 minus 5 is going to give us 3. And 5 minus 5 is 0. And 6 minus 5 is 1. Okay, column minimization. How we are going to go ahead with the column minimization? Same. Check each column, look for the minimum element and subtract that element with the rest of the element. But here, instead of doing it for each and every column, what we do here is we just look for a column which doesn't have at least one 0. So once we observed which column is not having at least one 0, we'll go ahead and do the column minimization for that particular column. Example, in the first column, there are at least two zeros present, so no more reduction is required. We retain that column. In second column also there is at least one 0 present, whereas in the third column there is no 0. So what we are supposed to do? We have to do column minimization to this particular column. How we do? Select the least element and minimize and subtract it with the every other element present here. Here least element is said to be 2. So take this 2, subtract it with every other element. Coming back to the fourth column, there is nothing to be done because there is already one 0 present. Talking about the fifth column, there is already one 0 present. So no more column minimization is required for this particular fifth column. So let's go ahead and do the column minimization for this particular third column. So this is the result of column minimization. where we have retained first, second, fourth and fifth column as it is from the row minimization, and we have carried out the column minimization only for the third column. So how did we do that? We have chosen the least element in that particular column and subtracting every other element with that particular number. Okay, so what is that? 2 is said to be the minimum here. So 2 minus 2 will give me 0, 3 minus 2 will give me 1, and 4 minus 2 will give me 2, and 3 minus 2 will give me 1. So this is the result of step 2, that is column minimization. The next step is to connect all the zeros present with lines, either horizontal or vertical lines. We are just going to join them. So how we have to do here? The only condition is we have to cover maximum zeros with minimum number of lines. So here in this particular row, 2 zeros are present, so I can connect them using one single line. Same way in this column there are 2 zeros present, I am connecting them using single line. Here for this particular zero, either I can draw this way or this way. Anyway, it is not going to make any change. So let me draw. So I am cancelling out 0 like this. Okay, is there any other 0 left? Yes, here there is one 0. So either I can use like this or like this. So let me use this way. So now we have joined all the zeros present here. Now is the time to check the condition that whether n is equivalent to n. Okay, this is the most important condition we have to check. Capital N specifies the number of lines drawn. In our case it is 4 lines, 1, 2, 3 and 4. And this small n talks about the number of rows and columns. In our case we have 5 by 5 matrix, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So this is 5 by 5 matrix where our small n is equivalent to 5, whereas our capital N is equivalent to 4. So that means we cannot make the allocation at this stage. We have to go for one more step, which is called as the modification step. So this condition is not satisfied. This is the matrix where we are going to go ahead and do the modification. So when we have to do modification, we have to keep 2-3 things in our mind. First of all, the lines covering element should not be done anything. They have to retain as it is in the next matrix. Okay, except where the intersection is happening. There are few places where intersections are happening, such as here, 3, here and here. Here furthermore modification should happen, that I'll tell you in few seconds. So what we do? We are going to retain the elements which are covered by the line as it is. Now the elements which are uncovered by the line should be observed and the least one among them has to be chosen. Okay, so which is the least element with the uncovered one? In our case 1 is said to be the least element among the uncovered elements. So we got to subtract every uncovered elements with 1. Okay, and we have to add 1 to wherever intersection is happening. Here and here we have to add 1 because there is an intersection happening. So let's go ahead and write down the modification matrix. So this is the matrix which we have obtained from the previous column minimization matrix. Okay, what we have done? We have retained the lines covering elements as it is, and uncovered elements have been minused or subtracted by 1. The result of modification step. So let's go ahead and check for whether n is equals to n condition is satisfying now. So let's start joining the zeros. This way I am connecting 3 zeros, and again this way I am connecting 3 zeros. Okay, and this way I am connecting 3 zeros. So almost all zeros are covered except this 0 and this 0. For this 0 either I can cancel it this way. For this 0 I can either cancel it this way or I can cancel it this way. Even for this 0, this way also it can be cancelled, this way also it can be cancelled. So for this 0 I am going to just choose to cancel it out like this, so that again. So now let's check for the condition of whether n is equivalent to n. So in our case, what is capital N here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So capital N is 5 and our matrix is also 5. Therefore, n is equal to n condition has been achieved. So we can go ahead and do the allocations for this particular problem. So for the allocation, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to retain this particular matrix as it is. So let's go ahead with the allocation. So this is the matrix which I have retained from the previous step for the purpose of allocation. Quite similar as we did in the assignment problem, the basic one in my, but here little bit of changes are there. So let's go ahead and do the allocation. Hope you all are aware how to go ahead with the allocation. So in the first row, if I have to do the allocation, I have to check in such a way that choosing one of the zeros should not be a problematic condition for the rest of the column. So in that case, blindly if I go ahead and select this particular zero, so what will happen, every other zero present in that particular column will have to be cancelled. So here I am selecting this particular zero here. So what I'm doing, I'm cancelling out every other zero present in that particular column. In row B, there is only two options left for me. So I'm choosing this particular zero here. So no more zeros are there in that particular column, so no problem. Coming to C, we have two options, that is A and E. Okay. So if I choose A and E, automatically I'm going to tend again C tending to A. Without meeting any other particular cities, this is not possible as per the given question. So what we are going to do, we are going to choose this particular zero and cancel out every other zeros present in that particular column. Fine. So we have done with A, B, C rows. Next is our D row. Okay. In D row, which is the only zero present here. So select that particular zero here. Okay. And E, we have only one zero left. So choose that and cancel out E. So for the given condition, let me write what is the allocation that is possible. So what we have got here, we have got A tending to C. Okay. So for the given allocation that we have obtained, so let's see how it is tending to. We are telling go to A, starting from A row is tending to C. Okay. I am going to C. Now come back to C row. C is tending to E. So we'll write it as E. Coming to E row, E is tending to A. But this condition is wrong. Why? The person is traveling from A to C, C to E, and he is coming back to A. He haven't visited B and D yet. So this particular allocation is said to be wrong as per the condition given. So let's go ahead and correct this allocation once again. So now let's check what happens if we chose E instead of C. Okay, so let's go ahead and choose E instead of C. Okay, so in that we have cancelled out these two zeros. Fine. So now we have A tending to E. Fine. We have A tending to E. Now coming to E. E's got two options. So what are the two options? Either he's got A as well as C. So E's got two options, that is A and one more is C. Okay. If you go back to C, again you're going to go to A, and if you're choosing A, again you're going to go to A. So what to do in such a condition? So instead of choosing this zero or this zero, if two also are not going to satisfy your condition, please go ahead and choose the next minimum element present in that particular. So likewise, we have chosen this element, okay, where E is tending to B. So we'll write E is tending to B. Okay, we have E tending to B, going to B, already B is tending to D. Okay, so therefore D is tending to B. Coming to D, D is already tending to B. So this is not possible. So choose the next least one, that is C. That is this particular element, which is 2. So if I choose this, if I am tending to C, C is already tending to A. So the condition is satisfied. So let me tell you once again how the allocation is differing. So with the first allocation we made, the condition was not satisfied. So we are trying to make some changes in the previous assignment that we have made. Here instead of choosing C, we are choosing E. Okay, so we are cancelling out all the other zeros present in that particular E column. Fine. So first of all, write down the path or taken by that particular travel salesman. So first we have taken A tending to E. So write A tending to E. Okay. Next, going to E row. In this E row, there are two zeros possible. One is A and C. If you chose A, you are not satisfying the condition. Again, if you chose C, you are not satisfying the condition because again you are tending to A. So in the E row, by selecting the next minimum element in that particular row, that is 1. So now A is tending to E and E is tending to B. So we have written A is tending to E and E is tending to B. Now go to B row. In B row, it is directly already chosen. D is there. So write down B tending to D. Okay. Now we don't have any problem till here. We have directly taken B tending to D. Now come to D row. In D row, what we have chosen initially B. So that means what? Again it is going to recur and go back to column B. So to avoid that, the next possible condition is minimum element is 2. So select that 2. That 2 is present in which particular column? Column C. So we have D tending to C. That's what we have done here. Now go to C. C already is chosen. So the next possible 0 is A. That is position in column A. So directly choose A. Okay. So we have got A tending to E, E tending to B, B tending to D, D tending to C and C tending to A, which satisfy the condition that travel salesman is being traveling from A to every other cities and getting back to the starting point, that is A. So this is how the allocation has to be made. So this is the final allocation that we have got. This is the initial matrix which is given. From this only we are going to calculate the total minimum cost involved for this particular travel taken. So here first allocation is A tending to E. In initial matrix, what is A tending to E? The value is 4. Again E is tending to B. The value is 6. So likewise, let's see for the entire allocation what is the value. So like I said, A is tending to E, the value is 4. For again E tending to B, for E tending to B, the value is 6. Again B tending to D, the value is 5. And D tending to C is 9. And C tending to A is 6. So finally 4 plus 6 plus 5 plus 9 plus 6 will give you 30. This is the minimum travel distance to E, from E to B, B to D, D to C, C to A. The total minimum distance covered by him will be 300 miles. So this is the minimum distance that he has to definitely cover to visit all the other cities and return back to his starting point. So this is the path that has to be taken by the travel salesman. Okay, hope you understood this particular problem. Thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe and share this video. Thank you so much.